Un peu les studios incroyables.
Skate horse. Skate horse.
Quel enfer. Comment ça va les SF?
Oh.
Bon matin.
Oui, j'espère que tout le monde est chaud.
Ah bah là,
va bien.
On est parti pour cette race de Skate Horse, un jeu fantastique, totalement professionnel. On va avoir une race dans une race, bien sûr, une race, une Rolls-Royce. Dans
I see they've chosen to be smarter than me and are not putting the horse masks over their face so they can't see. That's a good decision for good people.
Alors au milieu, en plus d'avoir dû tanker le début de régie intankable de cet événement, on lui a filé l'handicap du PC qui marche pas, c'est JeeWee.
Le cheval, c'est mon dada.
C'est super.
Et à notre droite, le meilleur costume. Comme on n'a pas Chamax dans le coin, il fallait
Truly, the gang's all here.
donc voilà.
Quelle classe.
Et en plus, il est puni, il a pas de casque, c'est Thomiño.
Salut.
Comment ça va, Sam?
Bah écoute, ça va très bien et toi?
Bah, on est...
bien dormi, bien frais?
Ouais, c'est bon, j'ai dormi. Ça va pas être le cas pour le reste de l'event, mais en tout cas là, j'ai dormi.
Ah bah nickel alors.
Thomiño has one eye covered by the flopping mask. It's perfect.
Sur le restart.
Ah, on va se refaire le...
Right. Yeah, so time on any percent starts when you restart in a level because that's how our auto splitter works. So that's why they're all going into a level and then sitting on restart before getting started. I guess they're just all agreeing to start time the way that we start the auto splitter.
C'est parti.
All right, and they are off. So this is Skate Horse. One thing you're gonna notice is they are gonna jump a lot as soon as they hit the ground. Because basically what happens in this game is if you jump as soon as you hit the ground, the friction doesn't kick in right away, and you basically get like all of your momentum sticks around, and then you start gaining more momentum because you're in the air again, and the game just gives you momentum anytime you're in the air and holding the accelerate button. So if you kind of hit the ground and immediately jump, you can keep pushing yourself ever and ever forward, and not lose speed to the friction mechanic, which is nice. These glass platforms that look like they shatter. Two important things about those. One, they're not ice like you would expect. They kind of stop your momentum in a really weird way. And two, if one is about to break and you stand still, you will not fall. Similarly, as you can see on Thomiño's screen right there, if you stand still, you don't have collision. So the horse does not have collision if you are standing completely still, and we will use that sometimes to just stand still while an object moves through us. What they're going for here, if you look at Nimelya's screen, Nimelya's in first place by a little bit. There's a pretty precise angle where you get that jump and then over to the next platform, but as you can see, it's a little bit tight. That angle will work as long as you can get away from those before they kill you. Nice. Oh, Nimelya last now. Thomiño and JeeWee have moved on to the next level. And that's exactly what I was talking about before, right? That, like, Skate Horse is just like that. Like, it's just the nature of Skate Horse is that someone can be in first place and then a level decides to just be rude and they will be stuck on a level forever for no discernible reason. That's just how Skate Horse goes. This first part of hole is pretty reliable because if you move in midair to be perpendicular to the direction you're moving, it basically cancels like all of your momentum. So we can climb alternating platforms like that pretty easily because you can reliably stop your momentum. You'll also notice quite a bit right after they get checkpoints, they're pausing and menuing down to last checkpoint to reset. When you go to last checkpoint, it sets you up at the same angle every single time. So once you grab a checkpoint, sometimes it's useful to use that last checkpoint, because like in the case of what Nimelya is doing right now, it lines you up perfectly to climb to the end of the level. Rather than hoping you have the correct angle, you just take a couple frames to click last checkpoint and then you're there. This level starts to introduce where JeeWee and Nimelya are, starts to introduce something that we do a lot of, which is just sort of not doing the level. You just skip past that one and you're going to see it again in sewer. Fun fact, I did this strat in my casual playthrough, so I have no idea how you're actually supposed to beat sewer. I've never done it. Nimelya going for a safe strat there and getting it third try. You can get that immediately, but it's a little harder. Ooh, Nimelya with a really good jump there. That's incredibly difficult. I hate that level. Nimelya just nailing it, which is awesome to see. Thomiño getting stuck on sewer is pretty bad, but there's always time to catch up. Catacombs goes well, and these two are still struggling with house, and all of a sudden we've got Thomiño in first place. Had to reset Catacombs though, which is a bummer. House is going really well for Nimelya despite being the way it is. JeeWee right now doing my least favorite strat on House, where you just sit on this rotating platform and really hope that one of the toilets doesn't knock you off, because they are completely RNG, and sometimes they'll just knock you off after you've been sitting and waiting for like 15 seconds. It's really cool. Nimelya is on fire this run. Nimelya is absolutely gaming over here. My goodness.
Est-ce que c'est pas finalement un isekai en fait?
Certified gamer over here. No, but seriously, Nimelya is having a really good run. Just seems like everything is going right that can go right. JeeWee is showing more what Pyramid usually ends up looking like at the end, which is a lot of finagling to get up those steps. Nimelya now on, honestly, in my opinion, the hardest platforming section of the run. These platforms, the friction feels so inconsistent, and they're just a pain in the butt, and Nimelya absolutely nailing it. Yeah, Nimelya has a ridiculous lead now. JeeWee's trying to do some IL strats to get back and do this the fast way. It's hard, but if it works this time, that's a lot of time saved. That's really good. JeeWee catching up from that IL strat. And that's what I was talking about before, is they found some of these new IL strats in the last week or two that everyone's been practicing. And so I'm not surprised to see some of those get pulled out to try and catch up, because those are new strats that are fresh in all these dudes' minds. Like, they've all gotten PBs in the last couple weeks on a ton of these ILs. Also, hey, it's Mr. Shasta and a big old raid. Hi, everybody. We're just doing some skate horse. Nimelya and JeeWee are trying to line up this fall, which I'm mad about, because I told them how to do the reliable lineup, and they're not doing it. There, Nimelya did it. Thank you. Something about leading a horse to water, but not making them drink. All right, we're getting into Troposphere, another section here at the beginning where it's pretty easy to climb. I say as JeeWee dies, but pretty easy to climb up these because you can reliably stop your momentum by going perpendicular to your jump direction, and so you can climb up things like that pretty easily. Nimelya now gonna do a little skip. Again, just jumping as soon as you hit the ground. Whoa, that was scary. Jumping as soon as you hit the ground, you don't lose any momentum to friction, so you just keep moving and just keep getting faster. Nice, Nimelya getting through that first try. That's really nice. That's a little bit RNG. There's not a set cycle on those, so you just kind of go last checkpoint, immediately start moving, and hope it lined up correctly. And as you can see, it didn't for JeeWee, but now you get to see JeeWee do that thing I was talking about, where if you stand still, you don't fall under a broken platform, which I think is so funny. Yeah, and you see what I mean about those ice platforms? They look like ice, but they like stop your momentum in the weirdest way. Nimelya in a really frustrating part of this level now, but just nailing it. Nimelya's on fire this run. If Nimelya has a good throne, this is like world record pace right now. Like, Portal could kill it because there is an RNG like auto scroller in Portal that will just fully lose you, like, I want to say it's 25 seconds if you miss the cycle. But I don't know if Record has the cycle or not, honestly, because it's so unreliable. But yeah, this could be huge. Nimelya's making really, really good time. I may have commentators cursed there. That was a silly mistake, but it's doable. Okay. Has a little bit of time because that the platform in the distance was going up, which means Nimelya can be a little safe on this section. A little safe, and they get there. So now, hopefully, we see this platform show up in the next couple seconds. I think they lined it up all right. It was a bit higher than one would like, but there it is. Oh, and then we'll see a fun mechanic. So you'll notice Nimelya is constantly like moving the horse. If you stop moving on a vertically moving platform, you just fall through the platform and die. So we have to constantly mash the right and left triggers on these vertical platforms so we don't die. All right, I think the Record hopes did die at Portal, as they tend to do, but this is still an absolutely phenomenal run for Nimelya and could be a PB still for Nimelya. Nimelya's PB set 2 days ago at an 11:51, so there is hope of that. And JeeWee taking the lead from Thomiño. Or was Thomiño in third? I think Thomiño was already in third. Thomiño getting through. Nice. Getting through the tough part of space there. I didn't want to say it and comms curse, but got through the tough part of space. Nimelya taking a little safe strat here in Castle, just stopping. You know, that's honestly, love that, right? Like, you're in Castle, you see that JeeWee is right behind you, just about to finish Portal. The last thing you want to do is throw it away. I expect Nimelya is going to do really safe throne strats here too. Yep, safe strats for throne. Oh, actually did the jump. Okay. Being a little cheeky, Nimelya sees the PB on the horizon. The problem is this is a super long section at the beginning of this is the last level that Nimelya is on, and there's a super long section at the beginning without a checkpoint. Oh no. Okay. Oh, right before the checkpoint. I was so scared. All right, Nimelya made it through. The dream's alive. We are racing against the PB. The dream is alive, but it's gonna be tight, folks. And we're gonna have to retime anyway because we use IGT and loadless time. And I don't think they set it up on their computers. Maybe they did, but it sure looks like we have potential for it. Thomiño just getting on that long cycle now. Oh, and Nimelya definitely on pace. Rough castle for JeeWee. JeeWee had a chance to catch up, I think, with a really clean castle, but Nimelya's just unstoppable this run. It's ridiculous. Now we're getting to the point where if JeeWee is struggling a bit and Thomiño has a good one, don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't be like me. And that's time for Nimelya. Not sure if that was a PB because it was just above 12 minutes. And like I said, we use IGT, so it's possible. Loadless was a PB. No way of knowing for me, but a phenomenal run from Nimelya either way. Absurd for a marathon setting. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if anyone was looking at JeeWee's screen right there, but just really cool individual level strat that JeeWee's been practicing a lot lately. Set a pretty big individual level record on Throne, the kind of record that everyone else in the Discord was like, yeah, you can keep that. I'm not grinding to try and get that time. Those strats look hard. And just showing off a little bit of it on stream there. Getting pelted by those dodgeballs like crazy, but getting out of it alive. The dodgeballs are RNG, so you're just praying not to get knocked off by them, and sometimes you do. Oh, JeeWee went for the risky, really fast strat there. Didn't quite have the momentum to make it happen, but now has the easy cycle this time around, so just needs to wait a second, and is going to get right over there. And unless JeeWee pulls some me strats and accidentally flies off the edge, this should be a second place for JeeWee and a close third for Thomiño. But Thomiño is zooming through the second section of Throne. Oh, got hit by a dodgeball, though. That's what I'm talking about with the randomness. Those dodgeballs will just throw you completely off the side of the map. It's infuriating. Oh, and then Thomiño getting stuck, which also happens in Skate Horse. And that's time for JeeWee. Second place, very good run from JeeWee. Again, under 14 minutes in a marathon setting is fantastic. All three of these folks have been playing a ton of the game lately, so not shocking to see this kind of consistency in the race. They've all gotten really good. Thomiño having a little fun with it, bringing the camera down to show off the "you can make the horse neigh" button.
Oui, mais c'est pas drôle. Là, c'est la race anti-plateforme.
Oui, parce que c'est vraiment un jeu fait pour le speedrun. Il y a de la RNG et des plateformes en cycle improbables, l'autoscroller, c'est vraiment tout ce qu'on veut.
C'est ce qu'on aime.
Bah, c'est tout ce qu'on aime en fait. Hein.
On n'a même pas le droit de rester en place en plus sur les plateformes. On voit qu'il y a des petits spasmes pour éviter de passer à travers.
Mais voilà, mais
All right, now Thomiño coming up on time. Assuming Thomiño doesn't miss this gate. Time! And that is all three.
Bravo.
Really good runs. Sub 15 for everybody. Pretty tight race. Lots of cool strats shown off. Beautiful outfits.
Ah bah c'est beau, hein. On était très content de voir ça au planning, vraiment. Moi je crois que je vais bien F à Skate Horse.
Mais est-ce que tu vas y jouer?
Oh là,
grosse question.
Parce que c'est ça, nous on est là pour faire du lobby. Hein. Faut que les gens jouent à ce jeu.
Peut-être. Je pourrais mettre Hades 2 de côté éventuellement.
Plus Tixong, plus d'Hades 2.
C'est fini, j'ai fait.
That's good stuff.
Ah oui, d'accord, bon, ça va là.
Ah là là, bon bah.
Yeah, while they're doing shoutouts, I will real quick also plug us. You should go to SRC and go to Skate Horse page and join the Discord, and then download this game for free on itch.io and speedrun it with us. It's a really fun speedrun. It's really short. It's really easy to learn. And as you can see, the community is all great people. Obviously, this is a French restream, but all of those folks speak English. We speak English in the Discord. So if you're like, but I'm not French, that's fine. You don't have to be. I'm not either. I don't speak French.